Hey everybody, it's Monday night and you know what time it is.
Information on celebration.
Well, let me know where you're watching from. We have a lot of exciting news to share for this week. As many of you that do watch this show, we talk about what's coming up in the town that Disney built. So today is February the 16th. How was your Valentine's Day? Where did you guys go? Rod and I were blessed. We went to see a Robert Cray concert at the Plaza Live, which is in downtown Orlando. So if you haven't checked out the concerts there, maybe think about that. My girlfriend Amy Grant's going to be there on February 25th, so I'm sure we're going to be going back that way. But we were able to have dinner at a place called Osphere, which is right on Lake Eola, and they have beautiful views of the fountain. And there were a bunch of swan boats that were out there that night, and so we had very good service. It's a lot of fun, and but normally, yes, I would be in Celebration because we have all these super, super high quality restaurants, right, you guys? And I definitely would have stayed in here had we not had the concert tickets outside. So that is a thought. I was saying to Rod, wouldn't it be great if there's a venue just outside of Celebration where they could have a Plaza Live? Because it seemed like it wouldn't be that difficult to do. And I know that there's quite a few people that would go to that. And then all of a sudden the light bulb went off. That Ovation, that whole new entertainment complex will be here before we know it, probably in about 2.5 years. And they have already signed the documents, paid the money for the land. And I have inside information that I cannot share right now, but it's going to be pretty spectacular. And I know there's going to be a lot of entertainment that's over there. Yeah. So thanks for saying hello. Thanks for checking in. Please subscribe and like if you haven't already. This is where we talk about activities, give shout outs. The town of Celebration was created by the Walt Disney Company, and we are celebrating a whole year of fun this year because it's the 30th anniversary, leading up to the 30th anniversary. And my family, we have been founding residents here. We're super excited about people that move into the town. I will share with you, there are not many homes for sale here because a lot of people do not like to leave Celebration, or they like to keep their homes so their families can keep them as legacy homes. It's true because it's just super, super easy to have a great lifestyle here. The weather has been fabulous. We're going to show you even some user-friendly type of things today. We had the Bellavati brothers out and about, and I said, what would be important to you as a young person as to what type of things would a town need? And of course, they did that cool video on where all the grocery stores are. But of course, what's another thing that a young man is going to be very fond of? Well, they're pets. And so they wanted to make sure you guys know about a cool group that is doing some good things with grooming in our town. So why not? Let's do a video on it. Okay, but before we get to that, let's check out some of the upcoming events. I do like to make sure, Edward, who is a friend of mine that lives in town, he sent me this. I was trying to download this, Edward, and I couldn't. So I am going to show it on my phone screen. But he is a part of the Celebration Art Circle, the Celebration Arts Circle. So if you're an artist, I'm a singer, but I can't draw worth a lick. There's a lot of people that are very, very talented. Rod, my husband, is a very good photographer. So I would say he has that skill, but I don't. But on Friday, February 20th, which is this week, this Friday, from 10 a.m. until noon, 10 a.m. until noon, if you go to Island Village Clubhouse Poolside, so not inside the clubhouse, outside, because the weather, you guys, is spectacular around here. So what they want you to do is to meet there by the poolside, and the Art Circle Draw and Paint group is going to be meeting up this Friday from 10 a.m. until noon. Island Village Poolside, not in the building, out by the pool. How fun. Okay, good job, Edward. Glad we were able to promote it. All right, now, this time of year, after Valentine's, I love kind of seeing what the seasons are doing in the holidays, because if you drive down Celebration Avenue, at the intersection of Waterside, you see this fabulous, just joyful home that Kevin and Suzanne O'Donnell own, and they decorate for the next event that's coming up. So sure enough, you go from Valentine's to what? What do you guys think? There, yes, absolutely. You go to Mardi Gras. So let's see if celebration's on top of that. Yeah, check it out. They are. Hold on a second. Let's look at this. All right. So it looks like there's going to be a concert in the park, Mardi Gras. And it's music by the American Sirens featuring Michael Evans, and that is going to be February 19th. February 19th. So I think that's this Thursday from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Lakeside. It's a festive Mardi Gras evening of music and fun under the stars. It says, let the good times roll, bring your celebration ID. It is part of the 30th anniversary celebration. So concert in the park. And then I also saw this as well, that let's see, here we go. This is what you want. There's something called Magic on the Bayou. It's going to be this Saturday from noon until 5 p.m. Celebration Lakeside Park. Remember, that is cat-a-corner to the Columbia Restaurant in downtown Celebration. They're going to have Cajun food. They're going to have beads, activities, music, 70 vendors, and more. So that is a free event, and it is downtown Celebration, Magic on the Bayou this Saturday. Free event. Free event. Now, in the same breath, I want to talk about how blessed we are that we have one of the most organized, dependable farmers markets anywhere in Central Florida. Because as you know, our Near Disney YouTube channel, we talk about what goes on in that 25-mile radius around Cinderella Castle. Well, the same people that run the farmers market for Winter Garden, which also gets a big thumbs up for me, that event is on Saturday. Well, Dana Brown and her team, they do a farmers market in Celebration, have done it for years upon years. Dependable as all get out. They are downtown Celebration on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So we've just kind of booked up your calendar for this week, right? Thursday night, there is a concert downtown Lakeside. Saturday, noon to 5, there is a cool New Orleans vibe thing going on Lakeside there. And then Sunday, you do not want to miss the farmers market from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Of course, I always say after church, go after church, find one of the beautiful churches, organizations that are involved with Celebration, and make it a full weekend. Now, let us not forget that this is coming up February 26th. So not this week, but the following week, there is a K through 8 fun run. And that is run by our friends, Kelly McCarthy and her group. What you want to do is you want to scan this QR code so that you can support this. And the kids are running for causes. And so K through 8, February 26th, feel free to pause this video and see if you can scan this QR code so you can help raise funds for good causes. And it's our kids doing it. They're out there running on February 26th. All right, so let us talk about, I love this. So if you haven't known that in Celebration, we have the Inn at Celebration, which is downtown Celebration, Lakeside. There's a hotel, but we also have this jewel called the Malia. And the Malia is at the front of Celebration. And that is a condo hotel that has, I want to say, about 125 rooms, something like that. No, maybe more. Actually, I think I wrote that down somewhere. But anyway, they have a combination of 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom suites that have kitchenettes, family rooms, and that is available for daily rentals there. Sometimes you see them come up for sale. I don't talk about them that much because you don't technically own those all year round. You can live in it one day shy of 6 months, and then you put it into a rental pool that Malaya will organize and manage for you. But in the Malaya, there's a wonderful pool area, there's a bar area, and then upstairs on the second floor, there's a restaurant too. Upstairs on the second floor, there was a very high-end restaurant that now has opened itself up for special events, and we've been attending quite a few. A wedding that was up there, Jordan and Ryan, if I think I talked about that last week, how well that was done. And then this upcoming couple of weeks, February 21st, or March 7th, or April the 10th, I think. But blow that up if you like. They're going to have dueling pianos up there. And if you remember, there's been a couple of dueling piano places that have closed recently that a lot of people love. One was at Disney Springs. No, it was over by the boardwalk. By the boardwalk. Well, that closed. So now you have all these super talented dueling piano type of people. So all you have to do is the tickets are, and they have between 6 and 8 p.m. It's all ages. Then they have another show from 9 to 11 p.m. And that is, I guess, for adults only. But anyway, it's $20 a ticket in order to have a seat because you're going to get really great entertainment. It's easy to park over at the Malaya too, you guys. You go in the lobby, and before you go to the restaurant, you'll see an elevator on the right-hand side, and you'll go up. You'll check in, say that you've already prepaid, or you'll pay your ticket there. You can get a table for four, I think. I think it's $100. Sounds like that's odd, $20 a ticket or $100 for a table, but a VIP table, that way you're all seated together. And they're going to have a full bar and appetizers for sale. And I think it's something you might want to make sure you don't miss, or at least tell your friends. So the first one is February 21st. I can't make that one because we've got family coming in, but I'm going to try to go to the one on March 7th. Actually, I might ask the Celebration Social group if they want to go to that as well. Check out Celebration Social Facebook group if you have an interest in meeting other people from Celebration and you want to go out as a group and feel comfortable that you get to meet a bunch of new cool people. That is Celebration Social. So it says eatatthewilson.com. I'm going to try to type that into comments here. eatatthewilson.com/Orlando to get more information on the Malaya, because the restaurant is called the Wilson and it's very clever. They have all kinds of things that are descriptive Wilson comments throughout the restaurant, like the volleyball. Remember the volleyball named Wilson? Remember, of course, the president with Wilson. And so the Wilson, they've got wonderful, wonderful staff there. Do not forget about the Malaya. Yeah. All right. Now, let us talk about something that we're going to do more of a big video on, but we wanted, just in case if anybody's looking for it, there was a group of us, a bunch of YouTubers, that big YouTubers that absolutely love Adam the Woo. Kevin, his best friend that also lives in Celebration, and Allison and I had the honor of going to the Celebration Development District meeting. And, it's very limited, the number of people that can get a plaque on a bench. And it has to be somebody that's made a big, big impact on our town. And so I was able to stand in front of everybody because as Adam's realtor, I could see how many people were calling me about our town, because Adam would talk a lot about how he loved living in the town of Celebration. And so I think right after the Disney organization, I think Adam the Woo may have had one of the biggest impacts on our town as far as people learning about this community and how much he loved it. So you'll see the circle here is the bench that we had requested. And don't you know, our wonderful CDD and that board approved it. And today, the plaque is on there. So Kevin and Allison had gone down there, and look what it says. Adam the Woo, Join me, comma, shall you? And so that is what Adam would say as one of his taglines. And so now we're going to be able to have a bench lakeside. Another picture was taken here because we wanted to show over to the side there is a trash can so you can put your coffee cup. You know, a lot of us remember Adam saying that he liked hot piping caffeinated brew and beverage. And so he would go to Starbucks in downtown Celebration. So this is like I'm showing you this picture. There's a bench with a trash can because we want to make sure we keep it nice and tidy there. But if you want to stop into Starbucks, I would even encourage you to, if anyone is interested, maybe pay it forward. Go in and get a cup of coffee or something and then say you want to pay for the next person on behalf of just loving Adam the Woo. And that way they can go out and they can sit on that bench, have their coffee, look out lakeside, maybe go to the downtown diner, have some breakfast. You could get coffee there too if you'd like. Reggiano's, the town tavern, you know, Avocados is down there. The Wine Imperium, Celebration Wine Imperium, that just helped us with the wine stroll. You could go in there, maybe get a little bite to eat or something, come sit on that bench. Columbia, the restaurant, you know, there's just all kinds of wonderful, wonderful restaurants. And I think Adam would like it to know that he actually has a bench with his name on it because he would do videos. You know, he had over 1 million people that were following him on his daily vlog. And many times he would see a plaque and he would say, I wonder what the story is with this person. So now when people are in downtown Celebration, they're going to be able to walk by this bench and say, I wonder who Adam the Woo is. But I bet you there's a lot more people that know Adam the Woo than don't. So check it out. We will be making an announcement to do something special down there. We're going to invite his parents and his sister and the people that were involved, the YouTubers that were involved, a lot of them on the West Coast that want to come in, and we'll do some kind of fun dedication at this bench. But I didn't want it to be not noticed that the CDD got the plaque up super fast for us, and we can't thank them enough. And God bless Adam the Woo. All right, so one of the things that Adam would always love to talk about too was how friendly everybody was in Celebration, and that how animals were welcome too. And he loved NEVs, the neighborhood electric vehicles and stuff. And so, like I said, we asked the Bellavati brothers, I said, what do you think is an important thing for people to know before they move here or if they want to move around Celebration? And they said they had an idea, said they put a video together, and I can't wait to show you. It has a little bit to do with our mascot, Buddy the Golden. Okay, here we go.
We're the Bellavati brothers, and we're here on a special day because we have our dog, our golden retriever, Buddy, who is going to receive a special well-needed grooming from Only Paws Studio. Come with us, guys. And now here comes the van, here to give Buddy his grooming.
Buddy's probably really excited to get his grooming right now. They're just pulling up, and Buddy is about to look fresh and new. Just a question about what's the process? When Buddy gets in, what's the equipment that you're gonna use, and what do you usually do?
What we're gonna do today is the full bath. What included like nails cut, areas cleaning, hygienic grooming. We are going to use like special shampoos for more shiny. We're gonna use our dryer that we have here. Depends on the size of the dog or the cat. For Buddy, it's gonna be like an hour and a half or 2 hours maybe. And then we came to your house and then we staying there doing all of the job in front of your house. You don't need like go anywhere. You just call us and then we can make better day, best times for you. We're gonna do everything in front of your house. You don't need like take care of anything else.
now about after approximately 2 hours, we're here right now about to see Buddy after his grooming. We got a couple sneak peeks, but now it's the true reveal. So we're gonna see him about right now. So, Buddy! Hello, bud. So good. So thank you so much for the grooming of Buddy. And are there any ways people watching this video to just contact you to get a grooming for the dog?
Yeah, of course. They can contact us on Instagram, message, or WhatsApp. If you like this video and did a comment on that, we can do something special for your pet. You just call us, follow us on Instagram. You will have something special for your baby.
Only actually based in Celebration. So anybody watching this video that is here in Celebration, they can get their dog groomed. And I say, stay tuned in, because in the next video, we will actually bring our cat, Leo, to get a grooming as well. We'll see how that goes. That is it for this video, and we'll see you guys next time. Say bye, Buddy.
Bye, buddy! Hey! Saying bye.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, as this is truly a magical place to live.
I loved it. You know, we got to make sure that our mascot is looking sharp. Buddy is our mascot for the Near Disney YouTube channel. Want to say a special thank you to Only Paws. You know, on Instagram, you go on Instagram, you look for Only Paws, ONLYPAWS. And so I do think it's timely. I did see on Facebook today, somebody had mentioned they weren't happy with another groomer. I don't want to bash that groomer, but I would share with you, this is a good option for you to look at. Only Paws. They will come to your house, and they got 2 thumbs up from the Bellavati brothers. So that is fabulous. Yeah, very good. All right. So as we continue on, you know, Valentine's Day, we had some of our sellers talk about they want to do something special, and it's going to depend on the buyer of this property. So I'm going to show you a video, and I want to encourage you, this really fabulous home that is super close to downtown Celebration in a quiet little pocket called Lake Evelyn. People can walk around the pond down there. We come right up behind the inn at Celebration. So it's super easy to get to that Starbucks in this area that we're talking about. So sit back and relax, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it at the end. Hope you enjoy. This was done by Dee Bellavati, our YouTube producer. Thank you for holding in there, you guys. I think keep blowing out this computer. So forgive me, but that was a video that I was trying to share on, let me see if I can pull that back up for you. Let's see. It is. Here we go.